hello. Hello. Let's start. Let's see. Oh. If you can you hear that? Can you hear that noise? I think it's background noise o'clock already. And we've okay, I'm just gonna so we're gonna start now. So let's see. We've added quite a few features to Accord. Now let's go in accord.app, see if everything's fine. Yep. Seems. Hello everyone in stream chat, hello Cinnamon Roll, hello Chicksan77. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, but okay, so I have done a lot, and I shouldn't really underemphasize how much that I've done, but let's show everything I've done since last stream. Now I've done so much, so probably the most I've done off stream. Let's start by showing you this cool thing. So we've got testing for the front end. Let me show you this. So we press a button, and then it tests that everything's working. I believe last time this should work. Last time it did work. So we're not even typing anything, not pressing any button, and it's testing that the flow of the application, sending messages, etc. works. And it does, and they all pass. Cool. And it creates another user, which when we refresh, it should not. Okay, whatever. There we go. So end-to-end tests. For some strange reason, it messed with this. Oh, it's because I didn't log in properly, maybe. Okay, so that's one thing. I'm not sure if anyone saw that, but it is probably the best npm package I've ever seen. Cypress.io. It's just got everything that an npm package should have, so I highly recommend this so far. let me just show you the tests. Look how easy these tests are. So if we go in, these are the JS tests, just ignore the comments. This is just a demo file, it's really good. It's based on jQuery. Test TS, okay, so essential flow. Essential, it recorded a video. Hold on a second. It recorded a video. It recorded a video of it interacting with the website. I haven't seen this. I want to see this. Look at that. Okay, that ended. What was that? Oh, and it messed a bit. What? Oh, that wasn't now. That was a different one. Hold on a second. Hi, Alex. Yeah, so we did add end-to-end tests. Here we are. Register user. So it types the email, the username, password, waits, and then logs in. And then it updates username, just make sure everything works. That's one of the features we've added. Another feature is github.com/accord.app. Another feature is Github Actions. It's probably the best one. So basically, let's go on here. So basically what happens, get a better one. It's not showing everything, but no. Okay, so I'll just show this one. So it tests the backend without us having to type npm test. It makes its own server using GitHub, hosts it on GitHub. It uses Node.js 16 in this case, starts MongoDB, installs the packages, and then tests the backend. And then everything passes in this case. It tests the front end, but I haven't set that up properly at the minute. And then once everything passes, then it tries to deploy the front end. Now, for some reason there's a bug with create react app. Sometimes it creates index.html. It fails to create that. So we check if there's an index.html, but there wasn't in this case, so it cancelled it. And then it didn't push to stable. There we go. So GitHub Actions, you can basically deploy your application in, all I have to do is type testing 1 2 3 and then I press this button and it's deployed. Just the changes are live, that's it. You just click a button and it's done. The website's updated. That's all, that's simple as that. Why are you still working on this project? Yep. Okay, sorry, I keep doing that. No, I've done that so many times. So GitHub Actions, we're testing the backend right now, so it's setting it up, and then once everything's done, it just deploys to accord.app. but I have to manually update the server at the minute because I haven't actually. It's a complex back-end setup. Okay, I want to test this again. So this is the end-to-end test. If you didn't see, it just tests that the website works. We can interact with it, but yeah, and they should all pass. Okay, another thing I've added. Now this is a highly requested feature. Not that. Okay, if we get errors here, it's because this is interfering with it. We're gonna create a new account. Okay, so we create a guild called test. I've added image uploads. So let's say we want to upload an image. Just some random image. Well, there it is. And then we can view the original. Here it is. So, image uploads. These also apply for avatars. You can set it to that if you want. And then you can change the guild avatar as well. Not that exciting, but there we go. So, let's say if you go to desktop and you wanted to like upload a file, like perm overrides, it would say only images are allowed, so no text files or any other thing other than an image. I believe, I don't know, oh, we did this on stream. Okay. So if you notice, this image right here has a bunch of random letters. That's intentional. So in assets, this is where it's uploaded. So we have we have this image here. And then we have this image here. Notice that it has its own like string. It has like a string here. I'm gonna open this. Okay. I was wondering what would appear on the other side. I don't know what I've been uploading, to be honest. Okay, so this here is an MD5 hash. So when we try to upload the same image again, I'm gonna upload this image again. So this image here. So I've uploaded that image. Notice when we open this, it has the exact same hash as this. That's because the hash is based on the image contents, and it allows you to like see what the image contents are without actually looking at the image, and that can be used for like detecting if the image has got bad content in it or whatever you want to do with the content. It's pretty useful. Here it is. So it prevents duplicate images from being uploaded, basically. yeah, and there's quite a lot of things I've added. Is it React based? Yep. React Redux, and it's TypeScript as well. Yeah, so this is deployed on the website, by the way. You can currently use echo.app to upload images. The system's not the best for uploading files, like it's not the most efficient, but it uses storage rather than memory. So basically, when you upload a file, it uses the current date and stores it as a file, and then here it renames the file to the hash. That's all it does. And I've also refactored all of this. Yeah, so see. Okay, so JWT, let's see in users. I also made this more secure. It's using RS512, which is quite a lot more secure than what we were using before for the JWT tokens. And also logging. If we go into logger, we've got like a new logging system that logs to a file called error.log and combine.log. Let's see that. So here it is. We have a lot going on here. It's all the logs that's ever happened. So it does log in the console when we upload an image, and then it has the errors as well. Let's look in the console because it's also colored. It's just a cool little touch. Right, I don't know why this is logging. Oh, and another thing, before everyone leaves, because it's getting a bit overwhelming. We have Node.js debugging, so basically we can see all the logs in the console. And we can add breakpoints and things. Not that exciting, but very useful. Cool. That's not it, but I'm not going to go into everything I've added. Okay, well, there we go. Yeah, thank you, Skydive. Okay. So, there's one feature I want to add, really. And that is perms. In development. It just says in development. Now, I haven't actually added this properly, so the UI for it. So I think we could do this video stream. Let's see. So they all pass, that's good. But for some reason when I delete the user, oh yeah, it doesn't actually delete the user. It just marks it as deleted. Yep. Let's see what features we could add. So I was thinking of adding channel categories. Someone suggested like subservers, subguilds. So when we click if let's say we have a bunch of channels, category channels, and we click this, so it would remove all the other channels temporarily and just show the channels that are in that category, if that makes sense. So that's just one of the ideas. So another thing with these messages is we can have message with image. So we can have messages with the image, just like this. Although it's not the best feature, we could add an upload dialog for that. So in Discord, it would make sure that you're sending the correct message with it before sending it. Image filtering would be possible, but yeah. Suscription. Suscription, I made a new word here. Yeah, we could have system messages. I tried to add E2E last stream, but it didn't work because I actually don't know how I'm going to do that. There technically is already end-to-end encryption, so we don't need to worry about that at the minute. So pretty much everything's encrypted. When you send something from a message to a server, no one can really read it via SSL. Vanity URLs, we don't have invite pages yet. Invite pages, someone suggested, people are messaging me to add invite pages, so, but we do have a couple of features here. So front-end encryption, integration, GitHub version number. Yeah, I did try to add that as well. Cool. Okay, we've done explaining it. We've been explaining for like 20 minutes now. Let's add channel perms, and we're gonna test it. Test-driven development, something I never do. Let's do that. So, channel perms, channel settings.ts. We could do that. And we don't care about changing the channel name, chat to, chatting, yeah, we could use that. But we do care about the perms for now, so we're going to test the essential features, ignore all the other features. So what do we have here? We have chance, okay. Oh, Chrome debug, I already showed this, didn't I? Is it not loaded in yet? Channel settings, because it's... What? That's not true. Okay, channel settings. Sorry if I do seem a bit tired at the minute. Windows 10 or 11, Windows 12. No, we're using, these are my system details. It's not Windows, so it's Linux. I mean, Windows does have like a couple of advantages over Ubuntu. Okay, so we want to test this. So channel perms. Now, there's a lot going on here. So, we've uncovered this. Well, that was easy. We've just done channel settings right there. So when we click this, so we click it once. We need this to be like a different color, like red or green. Click toggle. So we could describe perms, and then that will do. Or we could just do perms, click toggle. No, I'll do this. So if we click a toggle and then save, how we do that is we need a before each though. Okay. cy.visit, and then we visit localhost. Yep. So we need to click the first like guild. First of all, we actually should create a guild. So we want to log in first, actually. Or register. Never actually used this before. So I'm going to add a command that says register. So first of all, we visit the home page. So how this works is let's just simulate that. So we visit URL, which is this. Okay, so we visit URL, and then we find where it says ahref, that goes to login, and the first one, which would be, let's log out, hold on. So we click this, login, and then it says register, click that, and then it types everything in, and then it registers, and then it waits 2 seconds, and then it sets everything up. So, yep. Thank you. So we're going to just use name for the username. And we enter an email and password in. Why can't I register it? It shows unknown error. Let me look into that. Does it? What, on Accord app? It shows unknown error. Right. Redux. I can't seem to log in either. That's a bit strange. To watching. Yeah, I do have more viewers in real life right now. That's a bit strange that I can't really log in to Accord, but I'll look into that after the stream. Okay, so sorry about that. So before each, we want to log in first. So cy dot. First of all, we want to register. So cy.exec, and then we type login. I've never actually typed this in before, so yeah, Cypress command execute custom command. Does that work? cy dot login. So we should add that actually in commands. So register. So we want that to be a thing. And we want to declare cypress.cy. declare namespace cypress.cy, and then we can type register, just register or something. Don't know if that's gonna work. Okay, whatever. We'll just do it this way. We won't use the type. So cy.register, and then we just type in the email and password, which is chance, import chance, new chance, chance.email, chance.password. So once we've registered, we want to click on our first guild. We want to create a guild actually, so after registering, we visit URL channels me if we haven't already. I'm just going to copy this from here. Oh, create guild button, that's literally it. That's it. So create guild. That's it. I'd say it's all synchronous because everything is sequential in end-to-end testing. It follows each step. It just, yeah. So this step here needs this one, and it just goes on in a chain, just like it's linear. So if it was async, then what it would do is it would wait for this to like execute, then it would come back here but we're just doing it one by one here. That made not a lot of sense. Okay, so we're going to test that out. Channel settings, let's see what happens. Oh, it's signing up. I believe I've got a new cat, by the way. I've got a new cat since last stream, I think. So here it is. Or here the cat is. The cat's hugging the microphone at the minute. Hello? Yeah, this one, he doesn't make much noise. Oh, it's just saved his life there. Caught on camera. Okay. So, perms. We haven't actually defined any proper tests, but it does register and create a guild, so that is cool. And then after, we just want to log out, or yeah, log out. cy.logout. So we're adding the foundation for front-end testing at the minute, which will be useful long term. So how do we log out? Okay, to log out is literally cypress.cy cypress.commands cy.visit URL plus logout. That's it. It's not that complex. That's logging out. So once we create a guild, we actually want to open channel settings. Now over here, so if we go here, we want to open this. Now this is absolutely amazing, by the way. We have Redux DevTools. We even have Chrome debugging. Yeah. And we can see everything in here. Now we actually want to select this here. So here's the channel tab. So ahref that contains this. A cy.get. My classmates are down. We had 3 hours because the teacher was sick. 3 of them left school and went to KFC. Well, they must have been hungry. A 3 hour. What, 3 of the teachers went to KFC? That would be pretty funny. Hi Nishant, thank you. Not sure what you're referring to there. So ahref. Oh. Yeah, so this is really, it's testing. I don't want it to test in a minute. So this is this has time travel debugging. And it has everything here as well. It's so cool. So we want to go in the channel settings here. So channels, yep. Channels. Oh no, it's it keeps doing it. So every time I save, I think it restarts the test. So we click the first element, and then that should open channel settings. No, it keeps restarting it. Why did I click restart? Okay, so let's not save it. So cy.viewport, we want 1080p, because as you can see, this screen is not quite 1080p. But then we're going to go here. Sidebar. No sidebar content. I guess we could call this like channels. Or like sidebar tabs. Sidebar tabs, that will do. So sidebar tabs. So now we can just select sidebar tabs, and then we can actually click it. I think that's start with channels. So anything that contains /channels as an ahref. Oh, free students. Hi 11, welcome back. Okay, so now it's 1080p. Now it is too big, to be honest. 1080p for testing, way too big. I may have messed it up. Oh. My cat's eating a fly at the minute. I guess that is fast food for cats, flies. Which one did it select? So it selected the first one and then clicked it. So we don't actually want to click that. We want to click this. Oh. Just want to click the cog thing inside. Hold on. So we're trying to get Cypress to click that, which is our test framework that we're using. Now, how we can do that is pretty easy. We just need to get like data icon cog, that will do. Data icon cog, that's all we need really. And then click. And then at the end of this, we should be in the channel settings. If everything goes to plan. There we go. So now we click perms. So we type cy.contains perms and then .click. And then we should be in here. And then we click this. Click the... Oh, okay. So when we get a situation like this, where it says CSS container and gibberish, then we actually need a way to identify this input, because it's not very useful. So if we go in here, so you have like a role selection here. So we want we want to give it an ID, really. So ID. So ID and ID is, there we go. Not sure if that will work, but ID is props ID. Cool. ID string. So we're just gonna have like an ID that needs to be there, or optional, scarce or scarce select. There we go. See you, chat. I got to go lesson starts again. Okay, thank you for looking at the stream there. Role select. So we want to click cy.contains. Actually, we don't need that. We really don't need that. We don't need IDs for everything. We can just use contains. cy.contains add roles .click, and then cy.contains everyone .click. And after that, we should see if everything goes well. After it logs in, we should see like a bunch of toggles that we can use. Oh, add role ... That's what I meant. Now, quite a big problem with this is that we actually have to restart everything. Okay, so contains everyone. So it wants to reference this basically. So at everyone. Not sure how you can mess that up. So it did click that, and then it wants to click at everyone. I don't know if this will work. Wait 500 and then click. And then what should we do after that? So we're going to write our first test. So click toggle. Let's deny send messages in channel. Loses perms. I guess it's more of an integration test. So before we want to actually get there. So cool. So contains everyone.click, cy.contains save.click, cy.wait 1000. So when we make a change, cy dot, and then we get input. Three toggle. Now how we can select this is actually by doing this. So if we go in perm overrides, if we look here, okay. So we should have the ID of perm toggle. We should have the ID of. Yeah, we should have the ID of perm name, and perm name refers to the actual permission name, which is defined in perm service. One of these. So we want to, let's say, send messages is disabled. So get send messages. And then we can click, because why not, perm toggle, cool, so we can click that. Now what happens is, cy.get. No. So this thing here, we want to select this. No, keep there, keep there. Okay, we're gonna have to look at here, so Cypress, I think it's a Cypress problem. Okay. cy.get div. I guess we can. Haven't tried this. Chat. Do you use React.js? Technically, yeah. But we are using it with TypeScript, but it's the same thing basically, just with TypeScript. And TypeScript just goes down to JS. It's just an extension of JS that changes the way you write the code. This is weird. So class option. Class option. Let's try that. Now this is an invalid selector, but let's try this. There we go, yes it worked, so it selected that somehow. Now we want it to select send messages, which is this input here. Not exactly sure why. Position fixed is not visible. Okay, should be visible. False, true. Oh no. False, true, yeah. Click false, true. Okay. So that should click this once, and then we should get this save pop up. Open save dialog, I suppose. Yep. Is visible. Careful, unsaved changes. Should be visible. I think we would do like a unit test for. Yeah. We do like a different type of test for like checking if the perm's messed up. But this should open when we click this, basically. That is a test. We've added our first test. We can see if that worked. Unsave changes. There we go. It worked. Cool. And then we log out after. So we've made our first test there. Quite successful. First proper test. Now we actually want to make sure that when we come back that this actually updates properly. So let's not log out yet, just yet. So save changes. Save changes. Changes are reloaded. Changes. Okay, save changes are loaded. So when we change the changes once, when we do that, we want to click save changes actually. Now I'm going to use each individual test follows on from the last test. That's how we're going to do it. So we click save. Then what do we do? Then we have to reload the state. So here we click save and then we click on overview or something. cy.contains overview. So here we are. Click, and then cy.contains perms.click, and then we just basically do this again. And then add raw. And then the cycle continues. We go back on everyone. Maybe we can make this a function so it doesn't get repetitive. No. We don't need a function at the minute. So it goes back on everyone, and then it should say that get messages, and should have like value. Retoggle, let's see. Okay, so we want value to be off. And then we should be visible. So that's going to fail, by the way. But we want to see it fail in high definition. Get save. Expected to find elements. Oh, I used the wrong selector. I should use contain save. What is the operating system of my computer? I am not sure. Now, if we click this twice, I think that... Yeah, so if I click this twice, I think it should, like, change the value, but I'm gonna make sure. I know it's annoying to have to wait quite a few seconds. We don't want to type Rooney. We don't want to type because it takes too long to type, as you saw. So when we register, I think we can save time on the testing. I mean, it's kind of silly to actually type the thing. Cypress, change value, set attribute value. Okay, so we type atch value. So commands. This will be much faster. Instead of typing it, we type value atch invoke atch value email. And then we type this, we do the same here. Because typing it is very slow. Or we could just use shorter values. I think the good thing with type is it's supposed to emulate like the speed of just the end-to-end user. Just have a really bad password. Yeah. We'll just leave it for now. Okay, so that did work when we clicked it twice. But then this value actually represents on because it's broken. Off, sorry. Okay, well... What? Yeah, that's supposed to represent off, but it fails, which is known. It's a known issue. Cool. Okay, so let's save 3 toggle. So this has a bunch of problems. So we don't want to complicate it. Checkbox dot value equals okay, so we do it like this. So on goes to NA. We could use NA. NA goes to off, and then off goes to on. That's it. Off goes to on. Checkbox.value string or undefined is not assignable to. Okay. Tell it to shush, and it will work. So we don't want to use indeterminate. We don't do that. It overcomplicates the entire thing. Hold on a second. Perma overrides. We don't use indeterminate. Get value. NA. And then again we can use this format. So return. It's very engaging stream. Is allowed. Okay. No. NA, we'll just do it like that. Instead of using indeterminate. Okay. What? Okay, so I don't think it's representing the value of. I don't think it's representing the value of n/a. So I don't think a checkbox would be appropriate either. I really don't. Okay, so NA. We can use a hidden input. Because I think anything else would be inappropriate. Okay, it's not working now. Oh, it's hidden because type text. But if I do type text, then it's going to be weird. Yeah. Yeah, we can't click that which is hidden. Ah. Category. So this was before I added text channels. Voice channels. Channel.category. So we need channel. So const channel equals use selector s store dot app state s dot ui dot active channel dot category. What does type channel type channel type general text. Okay. Channel type is actually null. Just a bit strange, actually. Is it not active for channel? UI active channel. No, it's defined. Oh, text. Type is text in caps. Okay, so we're using caps. I mean, we could use lowercase. Channel.category .type to lowercase. That'll be category. And so if active override or channel type equals voice to do implement voice permissions at some point in the late future, a long way away. What is going on when I click this? Okay, so nothing happens because this needs to be a checkbox. There we go, but now it's no longer a checkbox. So we want to make that a checkbox, otherwise it doesn't work. Unless we alter the actual like structure of it. Okay, we're not using a form, which is good. Hi Coxu. Hi Psionics. When are you going to upload more tutorials on making your own Discord clone? I was editing the last video before the stream, but it's mostly done. I've been focusing on this application recently, so I haven't had that much chance to actually upload them, but I'm currently working on the video. What theme are you using what theme am I using? Horizon theme. Not this one, but I am using Horizon theme, just a different variant. Okay, so this needs to be a checkbox. I'm just experimenting with the free toggle thing I made, which is just a checkbox toggle with 3 states, because it's not in perfect condition at the minute. If we don't open save changes, this is what happens. So I think it works if we don't open save changes, right? So I'm gonna, wherever save changes is, I'm just going to do this. No, what? Just gonna get rid of that. So now it does work fine. So the free toggle works fine. But the problem is, update overrides is being called when we toggle the perm. So on change. The problem with this is it actually renders, it re-renders everything. So props are equal. Hold on. So we don't want to re-render. We don't want to re-render component if save changes is updated. Basically. I don't know what that will do, to be honest. Reset. Yeah, so that's still messy. False. Yeah, that's right. So when we dispatch open save changes in channel settings perms, this save changes thing here is so when this displays, it actually updates everything here. For some reason, it updates role details. It just updates everything, and we don't want that. So I'm actually going to end the stream here. It was kind of a demo of what I've done and what features we have left to add, which is pretty much 1 or 2. We also have to add message lazy loading, because when you have thousands of messages, loading thousands of messages at the same time eventually becomes a problem. So we're going to add something like that. Now, yeah, so thank you for watching this stream, this catch-up stream. I mean, I don't know when our next stream, but yeah, I mean, hopefully this stream wasn't too bad, but I need to do the create your own Discord clone video. Hopefully I'll upload that later today, but thank you for watching, and don't unsubscribe.